News from overnight. One person is dead following a shooting in Kansas City. Police officers responded to a sounds of shots call around 10:30 last night near Bannister and James A. Reed Road. When officers got to the scene, they found a man who was shot and later died. This is an ongoing investigation, and if you have any information, call the TIPS hotline at 816-474-TIPS.
Think he a demon, fuck around, send his ass to hell. I ain't poppin', why the fuck niggas asking real? Run down on him with this chop, I got max for sale. Exotic ops in my wood, mixing with Mayweather. Had to put in here, cause it tastes better. Glock hit a nigga in his shit like a haymaker. Bro told me watch that car, we gon' pay later. Da Vinci in the room with your bitch, I'm a face painter. At the B&B with some sticks, we gon' shake later. We gon' hit your box right now, nigga, no fake. I pop out in some drip, tryna slide in it. I don't even really fuck with niggas, I just sign niggas. Light your box up in flames, tryna find niggas. Dick riding on the ops post, you gon' die with him.
A witness stated he was at the Raytown South versus Grandview football game. When he left, he got a phone call from Gabe, who had also been at the game. Gabe sounded scared and asked him for a ride. He picked up Gabe at the gas station off 350 Highway. While they were driving, he heard Lil Gabe was arguing with someone on the phone and giving out their location. Witness 1 was concerned by this and made Gabe get out the car on James A. Reed. Shortly after Gabe exited the car, he heard shots in the area. Surveillance video showed Gabe was dropped off by a white Pontiac at the Bannister Mart Phillips 66. Around the same time as Gabe is being dropped off, a white Chevy Malibu with a missing front bumper is seen traveling southbound on James A. Reed, approaching Bannister Road. The white Chevrolet Malibu pulls into the parking lot at LP's Automotive. The white Chevrolet Malibu appears to be sitting in a position where the occupants can watch from across the street. Gabe can be seen pacing around and then walking into the parking lot. Gabe is looking towards the white Malibu and raising his hands in the air, taunting them. Gabe walks back southbound through the parking lot. The Malibu can be seen pulling out of LP's Automotive and driving past Lil Gabe. Gunshots can be heard on the surveillance video as the Chevy drives past Gabe on September the 24th, 2021. Gabe let off 2 shots during the shootout. Lil Gabe was declared dead on arrival. The ops fled the scene before ditching the vehicle. Several tips identified Darell Thompson, aka Rell, 18, as the shooter. Rell is a high-ranking member of MBK and a rising rap star from Kansas City. Rell was known for living his raps. Rell's cell phone was located near the crime scene during the incident. Several calls and text messages also identified Rell as the suspect. Rell was arrested and charged with accessory to murder, 2nd degree, accessory unlawful use of a weapon, and 2 counts of accessory armed criminal action. Bro told 12 Gabe sounded scared on the phone. How scared was Gabe? Okay? Because you got to be really scared for somebody on the other line of a phone to say, hey, you sound scared. Okay, so it sounded like Gabe may had already been going back and forth with the ops over social media at that time, and maybe this witness confused his voice, the cracks in his voice, with being scared, but I think Gabe had already been going back and forth with the ops at that time, so his voice was maybe kind of shaking. All right, now Gabe told this guy to come, no, Gabe told witness 1 to come pick him up, okay, from this gang. Okay, so the witness 1 comes picking him up from this gang, and they're riding. He's riding with witness 1, and then witness 1 hears Gabe giving out the location, and he says, oh, I'm concerned for my life or my well-being. Gabe, you got to get out. So like on Boys in the Hood, well, the opposite Boys in the Hood, Gabe had to get out, you know, but Gabe wasn't getting out because he didn't want no beef. Gabe was getting out because he was beefing, he was funking. Okay, so this dude kicked Gabe out the car in the middle of funk. All right, And at the time Gabe got kicked out, the Opps was already following Gabe, okay? They was following the car at that time because Gabe gave out the location. Opps got the low and they was already following Gabe, okay? And Witness 1. So evidently Witness 1 didn't want to get shot, so he had a sense of a feeling he was about to get shot, okay? So he told Gabe to get out, all right? So, and Gabe, you know, most people don't take people, you know, teenagers that seriously, but this dude took Gabe seriously, all right? Because a lot of teenagers get mad, say they're gonna do this, they're gonna do that, they're gonna do this, but evidently Gabe was serious, all right? Because this dude knew Gabe wasn't playing around, all right? Now, Gabe was 14 and he had a Glock 40 caliber Glock, all right? He had a 40 caliber Glock, a stolen one, at 14, all right? So maybe dude knew he had a blick, maybe dude didn't know he had a blick, all right? Now, bro heard bro dropped Gabe off. He heard gunshots after he dropped Gabe off, and then he kept driving. He didn't even turn around and was like concerned as to what was happening with Gabe or none of that. This dude dropped Gabe off, heard gunshots, didn't bust no Huey, you know, trying to see what's going on and none of that. Just kept driving. Like, oh, that must be Gabe. Let me get out of here. So I believe Gabe had the wrong person come pick him up, okay? Gabe should have had Gang come pick him up, or either his parents, all right? And he shouldn't have been dropping his low, you know, on that, while he was on the phone, okay? Because the Opps, they pulled right up and they got the blicking, okay? And I believe it was like 3 of them. It was like 3 Opps, from what I recall, 2 or 3, but I think it was 3 because they said 3 phones was in the area. So little Rell pulled up blicking, okay? He wasn't playing about his back and forth, his social media beef. Rell pulled up, okay, and was following him. Now, they doing all this, bro. If it's a store and somebody's at a convenience store or a place or it's a business, bro, this ain't 1990, bro. Any business is mandated to have these cameras on their property. So you cannot be by businesses doing crime, okay? And a lot of these residential homes got these Ring cameras and Google cameras, and you can't do crime out there either. Not privately. So with all these cameras going up, it's just really cutting into crime. You know, either you do your crime in public on Front Street and let everybody see you and get videotaped, or you don't do crime. And that seems like what the future is coming to, because these criminals, they know cameras is up and they just don't care. All right, no mask, no nothing, no nothing over the plate on the car. Just roll up to the crime scene with the tag on the car, blicking. Go home, park the car in the driveway, go in the house and eat. Hop on social media. Joke about it on social media. Okay, so 14, Gabe rolling around with a stolen Glock 40, all right? So I'm thinking maybe Gabe stole that Glock 40 or he bought it from somebody, okay? Because I'm thinking at 14, he can't legally work anywhere, okay? So where is he getting the money to be able to afford a stolen Glock 40 caliber, okay? Because just because it's stolen doesn't mean it's free. The only way it's free is if Lil Gabe stole it. That's what I'm saying. Maybe he stole it, or I don't see how he could have bought it, because he didn't have a job. He wasn't old enough to work yet, so I don't see how he could have bought it. He was 14, so he wasn't allowed to work, all right? So, but he was rolling around with a stolen Glock, with stolen 40 caliber Glock on him, all right? And then let off 2 shots. He let off 2 shots at the Opps when the Opps pulled up. So Gabe was ready. I think a lot of his confidence was coming from that stolen Glock, And Gabe figures, if y'all dumb enough to pull up, I'm just gonna start blicking, okay? And if y'all want to pull up and take y'all chances, pull up. So the Opps was willing to pull up, take their chances, and the Opps was a better shot than Gabe, okay? So these Opps, evidently some of them had a good aim because they hit Gabe, all right? And Gabe didn't hit them, and Gabe got hit, all right? And you know, when you're going back and forth like that, I advise you to get some type of like a vest, you know, or a backpack vest or some type of vest. You can't be out here ganging with no vest, okay? Yeah, it's just not smart. So Gabe was busting back, y'all. All right, he didn't go out like no punk. Gabe seen the Opps. That's why I was telling him, roll up over here, you know, what's up? And they rolled up, and they let Gabe have it. Now with Gabe having a Glock, I don't know why Gabe would let him get close enough to get to him, because once he seen him, you know, 50 feet away, he should have just been laying off into him. But evidently he let him drive up to him, and then he let off too. So he did it like that. Now I don't understand why. I don't understand why Gabe was giving out his location, okay? So evidently, he wanted to meet up and play a game. So he wasn't hiding or any of that, or being a house nigga. He was out here looking for the Opps. And so they was going back and forth with the Opps over social media. Rell pulled up, got the busing, laid Gabe out, fled the scene. I'm out of here.
Shout out Fetty, shout out Fetty.
That's emotions too.